For some of you, you may be wanting to develop or master a new skill in order to attract more wealth. So this could, for some of you, look like going back to school and learning something that is going to either create a new career for some of you or allow you to be able to gain the skills that you need for a business. This is StarLink guidance, and these are messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for May 2024. Please take what resonates and discard the rest. So I'm going to begin in a slightly different way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the main astrological transits that are going to be affecting us, as well as starting off with an oracle message from my Butterfly for Life Changes Oracle deck to find out what changes Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising will be experiencing during the month of May. So I'm going to begin shuffling. Now, on May the 2nd, we have Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, change, transformation, and other people's resources, as well as secrets, and the occult, is going to be going retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. Now, Aquarius represents innovation, it represents social groups, it represents rebellion, and it also represents technology. So for some of you, this is going to mark a time of deep reflection and introspection. There's going to be a focus on reevaluating your networks, your groups, your societal values may be reevaluated during this period of time. You may also be questioning your relationship with technology and social media, as well as different group affiliations. Because of the fact that Pluto also represents our willpower, you may also be looking at or examining any types of relationships that you may have that have any type of unequal power dynamic. On May the 7th, we'll be experiencing a new moon in Taurus. This is going to be an opportune time for you to sit down and really focus on the goals that you have financially. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is the ruler of the second house. Taurus deals with our values and our assets. So you may be looking at the values that you hold. You may be looking to align with a career or a job that aligns more with the values that you hold. You may even be looking at how you can gain more value, or how you can demonstrate and display the value that you have. You may even be looking at new ways to make money. On May the 15th, we have Mercury that is going to be moving into the sign of Taurus. Mercury is the planet that deals with our communication and also our learning. So it may be that you are, with Mercury in Taurus, taking a more practical and pragmatic approach to executing new ideas that may generate streams of income, potentially looking into a new career, or for some of you, it could even be a journey of entrepreneurship in which you are exploring ways of starting business or creating some residual income. With the sun moving into Gemini on the 20th of May, there may be a focus on being more sociable, going out, meeting people, interacting. There may be a focus within your networking on potentially wanting to learn something new, learn a new skill. There may be a desire for studying. Some of you may be entering courses of higher education. Some of you may even be, during this particular time, looking at travel, possibly short distance travel. And on May the 23rd, we have a full moon in Sagittarius. Now, the full moon in Sagittarius, full moons represent endings and culminations and completions. With the full moon being in the sign of Sagittarius, you may be looking at letting go of anything that pulls you away from your divine life purpose, anything that is not in alignment with who you are or goes against your own moral compass or your own moral fiber. Okay, so we're going to begin. What's the most significant change for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising for May? The most significant change for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising during the month of May. We've got 3 cards that have come out. So we've got, okay, at the base of the deck, we have finances. So there could be a deeper focus for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising during the month of May on your finances. You could be looking at ways in which you can change your revenue, maximize your revenue. We've got changing your mind here, leaving and self-employment. It seems very clear that some of you during the month of May are going to be moving into entrepreneurship. Excuse me. Some of you are going to be moving into entrepreneurship. Ooh, sorry, excuse me. Some of you are going to be potentially walking away from a long-term job or a long-term career in pursuit of what it is that you desire within your own financial goals. Because I feel like during the month of May, particularly with the Sun in Taurus, it highlights all things to do with how we use our finances, how we acquire our finances. And I feel like you're going to be looking at more lucrative ways of being able to create income for yourself. For some of you, this may look like you are gaining some form of promotion because it looks like you're leaving. So you could be going into a new role or going into a new company. But for the large majority of you, I feel like the self-employment card is really talking about ways in which you can create a business model for yourself in which you can maximize how much that you are able to earn. Because of tax reasons, when you're self-employed, there'll be a lot more opportunity for you to be able to claim certain taxes against expenses that you may have. So this may be one of the ways in which you are looking or seeking to maximize your income during this time. Okay, I'm going to begin shuffling my Astro Oracle deck. Okay, what are the most important messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising during the month of May for their spiritual, emotional and material upliftment? We have Scorpio. We have Mercury. We have the Moon. And we have Virgo. Brilliant. At the base of the deck, we have Leo. I feel like with the Leo card coming out, more of you are stepping into a position of feeling bold, brave, courageous, empowered. You are moving from your heart. So you're doing what it is. You're allowing your heart to be open and you're allowing yourself to be led by what it is that you are passionate about and what you desire. And what I'm seeing with Leo, some of you may be stepping into a position of leadership or authority. And that does actually confirm the self-employment card in which you'll be working for yourself. So you're stepping into a position of power, leadership and authority. And I also feel like for some of you, you may be desiring not only just an increase in income, but looking at more creative ways to create money for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to put this down over here. We're going to talk about these cards. So Scorpio represents all things to do with the 8th house. You could be going through a time of deep reflection and contemplation with Scorpio being here. You're looking at what you need to release in order to bring forward what it is that you desire. Scorpio brings about the energy of transformation, so it represents death and rebirth. So there is something within either your thinking that you are releasing, something that you need to heal that's being released. Or for some of you, because of the fact that Scorpio does rule the 8th house of other people's income, it could be that what you're doing at the moment is you're having a deeper reflection upon the ways in which you can either let go of debt, reduce debt, and attract more opportunities for wealth, or building more residual income for yourself that you don't necessarily have to work for. Scorpio represents the 8th house. The 8th house is all about other people's resources. So it's ways in which we are able to acquire money that we do not work for. So this could be through seed funding for a business. This could look like a loan. This could look like a credit card, or this could even look like acquiring money through maybe selling things that you no longer want or desire. So it could be that you're looking to get a deeper grip on your finances in order to either reduce debt or create more income for yourself. With Mercury being here, there's two things that I'm seeing. Mercury is the way in which we are able to think, and also the way in which we are learning. And this is also about our networks. It could be that you may be making some strategic plan around how you're going to execute earning more money. This could also look like, with Mercury being here, this could also look like that you are looking at the skill set within your network, and you may be collaborating with others to create a new business model or a type of residual income that you can benefit from. Because we have the bees here, and the bees represent working with, and we got the honeycomb. The bees and the honeycomb represent working as a group. So this represents a hive. So this could be you coming together with other like-minded individuals in order to create a business model or residual income. What I'm also seeing as well is that for some of you, you're going to be focusing your time on creating a business model that may be an online model. So this could be some sort of product or service in which you are utilizing e-commerce based platforms to be able to create money. For some of you, you may be wanting to develop or master a new skill in order to attract more wealth. So this could, for some of you, look like going back to school and learning something that is going to either create a new career for some of you, or allow you to be able to gain the skills that you need for a business. For the moon being here, I feel like, how I'm feeling is, I feel like a lot of you, especially with Mercury being in front of it, some of you are really thinking about an online business, and you're thinking about a business that you could run from the comfort of your own home. Some of you could also be thinking about working from home, because the moon represents Cancerian energy. Cancer rules the 4th house. The 4th house is of home, of family. It represents the mother, it represents nurturing. So there could be a deeper desire to wanting to spend more time at home, working on yourself, resting, relaxing, but also allowing yourself to have the flexibility around work. So having a home-based job would actually be quite beneficial for a lot of Pisceans. A lot of the time when you are a water element, what you will find is that when you go out in the world, because of the fact that the energy of water essentially attracts quite a lot of energy and absorbs a lot of energy, sometimes there are periods cyclically that water signs are going to need in which they spend time by themselves, because they can actually absorb so much energy that they actually need to find the time to be able to sort of process that energy and actually transmute it. So it might be that some of you are desiring a greater level of not necessarily isolation, but time alone, because Cancerian energy likes being within the comfort of the home because of the fact that it is private. So I feel that some of you are really thinking about that at the moment. Also, what I'm getting with the Scorpio energy and the moon energy here, pay very close attention to your intuition and pay close attention to how you feel. Your intuition at the moment is guiding you towards this new direction. So you may want to have a journal next to your bed and write out dreams as soon as you wake up from them. You may even want to do audio notes to help you recall some of the dreams, because there are messages within there of guidance and messages of support that's being given to you by your spirit team. Pay close attention to repetition of numbers, animals, and if you see feathers. These are all messages of support and also messages of guidance for you at this particular time. There may also be a need for you to really focus on health at this time. Spend the time looking after yourself and nurturing yourself. Some of you may be going through some health issues, so it may be that you need to do a job that is less physically arduous, which is one of the reasons where you may be being called to figure out a way to work from home, because it will aid your recovery a lot better. Virgo is here, and Virgo with the moon. So we've got the nurturing energy of the moon, which represents this maternal energy, but we now have Virgo. Virgo is the sign that represents health. So it could be that you are working on creating a greater work-life balance. With Virgo appearing here, there could be a deeper focus on your health. For some of you, this could be physical health. For a lot of you, it could be emotional or psychological health. So there may be a need for some of you to enlist the help of a guidance counselor, a therapist, or even for some of you who it resonates with, a holistic practitioner to help you. Some of you also may need to see a dietitian or a nutritionalist at this time to revise what it is that you're consuming, because your diet is actually going to be, or adopting a new diet is actually going to be beneficial for you improving any types of ailments that you may be having at this time. I'm not a doctor, but I will say Virgo does represent the digestive system. So some of you may be experiencing issues with your digestive system. So seek help from a practitioner, whether it's a doctor, a dietitian, or a nutritionist, because this is actually going to help you to be able to create a new diet that's going to give you more vitality, more energy, and also eliminate any issues that you may be having at this time. Virgo also represents not only our health, but it represents our work life. Mercury is the ruling planet of Virgo, and when Mercury is in the sign of Virgo, it's exalted. So there are a lot more focuses on work, but I definitely feel like the work that you are wanting to do at this time with regards to your career is for yourself, rather than building up a business or an enterprise or an institutional organization that's already established. I feel like you're now wanting to establish yourself in business. For others of you, this Virgo card is about creating a system of routine, having a practical approach to your day in order to get more out of it. So I feel that you need to diarize a lot more and utilize reminders on your phone in order to help you keep on top of the tasks that you have to do every single day. But there's definitely a focus here on really paying attention to your intuition. There's a focus here on having a practical approach to how you're dealing with your day. There's a very deep focus on either psychological or emotional healing, and for some of you, physical healing. So do seek out the guidance of the practitioners that you need at this time. I'm going to pull from this tarot deck. I absolutely love it. It's called the Capybara Tarot. It's one of the cutest decks that I own. So I'm just going to begin shuffling. One more shuffle. Okay. I'm just going to move these down. Perfect. Okay. Why is Scorpio here for Pisces? We've got the Ten of Cups. Clarify the Ten of Cups, please. Three of Swords. Yeah, there is, with 10 within numerology represents the end of a cycle, something that has been completed and has come to a close in your life. The Three of Swords being here as well represents the end of something. This is, because of the fact that Scorpio's here, this could be the end of a romantic partnership. But for the majority of you, this represents the end of a business partnership or a contract of employment that has come to a close. Some of you could be retiring, but the large majority of you with this Ten of Cups and this Three of Swords, you're walking away from an environment that wasn't conducive to your growth or your health. It didn't give you a great work-life balance. So I definitely feel that with this Ten of Cups having more of a happier tone, this is something that you're quite happy about walking away from, because I feel that you value your time a lot. And I also feel like this is going to give you an opportunity to have a deeper level of control over how you spend your time. Also, because of the fact that you've got Saturn in your house, Saturn's been in Pisces for over a year now. Saturn represents discipline. So you are being called into having a lot more strategy and discipline around how you manage your time, because Saturn is the ruler of time. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. At the base of the deck, you're moving into a time in which you are more inspired and you are taking action towards your passions. Some of you have really creative visions. Some of you may be visual artists, photographers, videographers, musicians, interior designers, graphic designers, fashion designers. You have a burning desire to step into taking action towards something more creative or something that inspires you more. This is what you are being led and called to do at this particular time. And I feel for some of you, because of the fact that you want to have more authority and want to have more control, you're being called into a position of leadership in which others are going to be taking on board your guidance. Let me see why the Ten of Cups and Three of Swords is here. We have the Sun. Yep. For a lot of you, this is Leo energy. For a lot of you, you're moving into a time in which you're exploring creative expression. Some of you may even be wanting to go into literature or write a book at this particular time, but you're looking at more creative ways in which you can do the things that you enjoy, the things that spark passion within you, but also allow you the autonomy and the freedom to be able to have more control over your time and your day. You're also wanting to do something with the Sun card that's more fun. So this could be a talent or a gift that you have developed since you were a child, that you are now starting to utilize or seeing how you can monetize into a business. But I definitely feel like this ending is bringing new opportunities. This ending of a contract of employment is bringing a lot more of what it is that you desire. And I feel like you're in an energy of high vibration and attraction at this time, in which a lot of the opportunities are going to come to you. But I definitely feel like you are being favored at this time for walking away from this situation, but something better is going to come. We've got the High Priestess here at the base of the deck, which is talking about the fact that you are being divinely led at this time to make the changes that you are making, to trust what it is that you are feeling, and to understand that you may be stepping into a position where some of you are becoming elders. Some of you may be stepping into a position in which you're going to be healing others as part of your journey or part of your business. So therefore, it's important for you to be able to have optimum health, and also to listen to the guidance that's being given. Some of you are deeply psychic. Some of you may be mediums, astrologers, or tarot readers. Show me why Mercury is here, please. We've got the Five of Wands. You may be going into a field of study or a platform online that may be quite competitive with the Five of Wands, but it's actually going to be very rewarding for you. The idea that you're moving towards, look, we've got the Empress at the base of the deck, which talks about the energy of attracting, the energy of fertility, and the energy of abundance and growth. So you're moving into a more abundant timeline in which the opportunities that you want, as I said before, you are starting to attract. You may be a little bit worried about going into a particular type of sector or career, or creating a particular type of business. You may be unsure of the direction that you're going into. You may even be quite worried because this could be quite highly competitive, but this may be competitive, but it's equally going to be very lucrative for you. This is going to be an opportunity with the Nine of Pentacles for you to build what it is that you desire for yourself. You are going to be self-employed. You are going to have the opportunity to make the money that you desire as well. You're going to be quite prosperous. We can see all of the fruit, which represents wealth, in the Empress card, but we can also see with the Nine of Pentacles, the fruit here, again, representing abundance, representing wealth. So I definitely feel that you stepping into your life purpose in which you are supporting or guiding others, for some of you, is going to be what allows you to bring in this wealth. Virgo also represents the energy of service. So it's about how you can bring about, and I forgot to mention this earlier on, with Virgo energy, is how you can be of service to a group. So you may be building a community online with Mercury in Virgo, and you may be using your gifts, your skills, or your talents to be of service. This is Venus in Virgo. So you value being of service. So how you will make your money is by helping others and creating a business model that helps others. I definitely feel that a lot of you are actually healers. Some of you could be going into or wanting to go into holistic healing work. Some of you may even be looking at culinary arts, but culinary arts that's holistic. So looking at ways in which you can use food to heal the body. Clarify the Five of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. This particular business idea that you have, which represents Taurus energy, is going to be extremely lucrative. You are going to gain a lot of traction, particularly if you are online. You're going to be able to build a community in order to serve that particular community and help that particular community and guide them. But I also feel like now you're in a particular energy in which you're attracting everything that you desire. This particular new business model or new idea with regards to your career is going to be extremely lucrative and create the abundance that you desire. And you're being told to take action towards making this happen. So you may want to, at this particular time, look at setting intentions around, setting some intentions around what needs to happen, asking for clarity and guidance around the next steps and to attract what it is that you need. Some of you may even be seeing not only just an increase in your revenue, I feel like you're going to be seeing you building more legacy wealth, because when I see the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, you're building money that is going to be long lasting, money that is going to be stable, money that is going to be building more security for yourself. So this is absolutely beautiful. But I also feel like with the King of Pentacles, you're actually investing your time into doing something that you value. At the base of the deck, we've got the World card, which represents Saturn energy. So this is a new beginning within your professional life and your career. Show me the moon. Why is the moon here? We've got the Fool. You're moving into a new direction. You're following the guidance. You're moving into the new direction. You're letting go of fear. And you're no longer resisting this change. We've got quite a few cards. We've got the Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Brilliant. Okay. Base of the deck, we've got the Page of Wands in the reverse position. You may have been going through a time period in which you may have felt unsure of what action to take or what direction to take. But I feel like that has now been resolved, and now you're starting to feel empowered and confident enough to move towards what your passion is. This Fool card represents Aquarius energy. You're now starting to think outside of the limitations that you had around what your vision of a business can look like. Some of you may also be using more technology to aid you in the pursuit of establishing this business as well. What I'm also seeing with the Two of Cups and the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, the Two of Cups is talking about a partnership or a contract. I feel like this partnership or contract, this is Venus in Cancer energy. This is about the fact that you value being at home, or you value, your home surroundings. It's almost like you are more productive when you're at home because you have all of the comforts around you. So I definitely feel that because of the fact that you value home or value family, this opportunity that you're moving towards to create this new online business is going to allow you the autonomy to work from home or stay at home to work or build a business from home. With the Six of Pentacles being here as well, and this representing the moon in Taurus, and us we're going to be having a new moon on the 7th of May. This is talking about actual fortune and luck favoring you. This also represents like a karmic balance of blessings coming towards you. The Six of Pentacles is the scales being adjusted according to how you have been. So you're being rewarded. And this is talking about financial harmony coming towards you, balance coming towards you. This could represent gaining with the Two of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. If you have applied for financial support or seed funding or any type of loan or credit card, anything to do with your finances that you have applied for, I feel like you're going to be receiving some form of successful news. This could also talk about the fact that you're going to have a better work-life balance when you're working from home as well. What I'm seeing with the Ten of Swords, I don't necessarily see this in a malicious way. I feel like the Ten of Swords represents the fact that your old way of thinking and your old consciousness has gone. This is the Sun in Gemini. This represents the fact that if you were feeling unsure or indecisive, this has now come to an end because you are now moving fearlessly. You are now moving fearlessly with confidence towards this new direction and letting go of the past. Okay, so I'm just going to clarify Virgo. Why is Virgo here? We have the Empress. Something's flipped over. We've got the King of Wands. One more card, please. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Brilliant. Base of the deck. We got the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords represents some type of mental conflict. It can represent conflict with others, but a lot of the time it's you battling with your own self or battling with your own ideas around what to do. This can represent confusion or indecisiveness as well. We have the Empress, the King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. The Empress is talking about the fact that you're moving into a more abundant, opulent timeline. You are starting to attract the money and the opportunities towards you to build a successful business. The King of Wands is talking about the moving into a time of having more confidence, more power, more autonomy, more authority, and moving into a position of leadership. You're being guided to take action towards what it is that you value. With the Four of Pentacles being here as well, this represents the Sun in Capricorn. Capricorn is really about your career. Your whole focus at the moment is about pursuing your passion and creating a business or moving towards a career or a job that you value, that allows you to step into a position of power and demonstrate the skill and the level of mastery that you have, but also allows you a certain lifestyle because it's generating more income. The Four of Pentacles is about creating that foundation materially of stability and security. So you've got a lot of grounded energy here and a lot of fertile energy because the Empress represents new beginnings. This represents moving into a new beginning, and this represents building a new career goal or a new business pursuit. The Four of Pentacles can also be, because of the fact that this is all confirming Virgo, the Four of Pentacles can also be talking about a time in which definitely use the additional income that you're going to be receiving. Use it to obviously look after and nurture yourself, but also with the Four of Pentacles being here, don't be excessive. Make sure you understand or you know where your money is going. Make sure you have a greater level of accountability about how you're utilizing your money to make your money work more for you. And this is also about working within the two extremes of Venus energy, which is no boundaries, and Saturn energy, which is heavy boundaries. So you're working within those two extremes. This may also be a perfect time with the additional income that you may be attracting to start saving and start investing your money. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to close out your reading with this beautiful new deck, and it's called the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. So I'm going to be, it's a bit stiff at the moment, so I've got to use it. So I thought, why not use it for Pisces? So I'm going to be pulling some messages to close out your reading with this deck. Messages of advice for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have Osanian, Grace. We have Arziki Debaran, Gratitude. And we have Manifestia. One more. And we've got Vry, Freedom. At the base of the deck, we've got Food, Meditation, I Can. So again, confirmation of what I said earlier on around moving into a more fertile time. This is very much the energy of the Empress and also the Nine of Pentacles. But also for those of you that are actually needing to make some adaptations, this is a perfect time to go and see a nutritionist or a dietitian around what you are consuming and changing your diet. Okay, so I'm going to look at these cards. I'm going to actually read the card of Grace, but I will talk about the rest of the messages because this is a new deck. The Manifestia is essentially the Magician. You're being told that you have everything that you need. You hold all of the tools in order to create this new business or create this new career for yourself. So you're being advised to utilize what it is that you have in order to create. So start to take action. Notice how the Manifestia has the wand in the hand. Start to take action towards what it is that you desire. Arziki Debaran is synonymous in this deck with the Wheel of Fortune. So you are having a big boost in luck and fortune and fate favoring you at this particular time. The message here is really about understanding that every single time you reach a milestone, being grateful for what it is that you have, you are actually in alignment with your divine life purpose at this particular time. So everything that you're seeing that's working out in your favor, make sure that when you are receiving those blessings, that you are also giving gratitude back to the universe, to God, to your ancestors, to your spirit team for assisting and supporting you on your path. And with freedom, you're moving into a time in which you have a lot more freedom and autonomy to choose what it is that you want. You're now in a position where a lot of you have had to do a lot of intense healing over the last year and a lot of letting go of things that don't serve you in order to have this new abundance and this blessing on your life. And now you're having more freedom within your own time to do what it is that you feel called to do and what you feel the most passionate about. I'm going to look up Asanyan and I'm going to read it to you. Asanyan is the god of the forest, magic, power, and healing. And his herbs have the power to send away the negative forces in your life, also called Ajogun. His long beard is intertwined with vines and herbs to symbolize that humans are one with nature, and the true roots will be revealed if you embrace your surroundings. You are a natural healer. I said this before. You are a natural healer and must remember this if Asanyan has appeared in your spread today. No matter what your situation may be, you can connect with the magic of the forest to find the solution you are seeking. Sometimes everything you need is right around you, and there is no need to feel anxious about not having all the perfect elements. You can create change with your thoughts first, and your actions will naturally follow. This card appears when you have been too hard on yourself and deserve to take a break. Set aside some time each day to do nothing but rest. So this confirms everything that I was saying earlier on about the fact that you may have been busy and you want more time for yourself because you don't feel like you've had it. This also confirms why you've got the Scorpio card, the Moon card, and the Virgo card here, because you are healers. But in order for you to be able to help others to heal, you need to first heal yourself, which is probably one of the reasons why you've been guided to see any type of medical specialist or holistic practitioner at this time. In addition, I feel that some of you may benefit from grounding your energy. So it may be necessary for you to go into a park or to go into a back garden if you have one and walk barefoot on the grass, spend time amongst the flowers and the trees, because this will actually help you to gain the peace that you need in order to get the clarity of insight in terms of where to move to. This also confirms the Manifestir card as well, about having everything that you need in order to take action. So this is really a time for you to be able to ground your energy, rest, recoup, and start to take action towards the ideas and the plans that you have been formulating. I am going to leave it there. This has been absolutely beautiful. I hope that you have an amazing May, Pisces. I wish you nothing but love, light, health, success, prosperity, and abundance. And I'll see you in your next reading. Take care. Bye.